Welcome to Dr. TAS Live at 9. Dr. TAS Coaching Moments. Please like, share, tag this video. Please like, share, tag this video. It's been a few days since I've had an opportunity to talk with everyone, and I woke up this morning very excited. And I was thinking about want ads. I know you're like, want ads? Oh, I'm beginning to date myself. But when I was a little girl, we used to have want ads because, we had paper periodicals and newspapers, and people would have want ads. They'd be advertising a service that they provided, be it carpentry or they had a landscaping business. But also, want ads have been used when you're seeking a particular service. And then I thought about how we now use Facebook to get recommendations. I'm looking for someone who does twist braids or who does locks or whatever it is that you're looking for. And just the idea of an ad or recommendation, from there I went to John 11th chapter, and I started to think about the needs that Martha and Mary had. And Martha and Mary were the sisters of Lazarus. And we know the story. Lazarus was a friend of Jesus. He was a dear friend of Jesus. And while Jesus was out teaching the Beatitudes, I believe it was, they sent for Jesus because Lazarus is sick. And so Jesus deliberately waits about 4 days before he arrives to assist them. So they had an unmet need that Jesus just didn't attend to immediately. Now, we can try to figure out why was it that he didn't go and help his friend Lazarus. Well, I think even the disciples who at that point knew as they were traveling that Lazarus had already died, I don't know if they truly understood who they had been walking with and been learning from. So, Jesus gets there, and one of the sisters, I think it's Mary, she falls at his feet and she's just weeping. And growing up, we would recite Bible verses as we close out our Sunday school, and people would say, Jesus wept. And, Jesus cried. He had tears streaming down his face. Now, the question is, was he crying because his friend had died? Or because, of course, he knew that he was going to raise him from the dead. Or was he crying because he knew that he was perhaps going to be calling him back from heaven into a sin-filled world, and then Lazarus would have to die again? Or, perhaps the people who are watching, there's always a crowd. They may have thought that he couldn't raise him from the dead. But we know that Martha, I believe, says, roll back the stone, and Jesus calls for Lazarus to come forth, and he comes forth, bound in the burial cloth. So you may say, okay, Dr. Smith, what is the point, Dr. TAS? Jesus showed his humanity. He showed his humanity. I don't know why he wept, but I know that he was in the flesh. And when he was in the flesh, he experienced life just as we experience life. And I know for myself, having suffered a death recently, it was a humbling as well as an opportunity for me to embrace my humanity, because we don't come through this world alone. He answers our needs, and sometimes we don't realize that he's answered a need. And I had a need that had been answered. And I am better for having known Pastor Tandra Harris, who passed several weeks ago. I'm much better for having known her. And so I was just reminded of how God never leaves us. He never forsakes us. And even though it may look dark before the dawn, even though you may be weeping all through the night, it only lasts through the night, because joy does come in the morning. So regardless of what you're experiencing this Monday, I believe, I'm not looking at a calendar and I lose track of days and weeks, but this is a Monday in July. We're in the 7th month. So look at it as a new beginning. It's a new beginning. You've got the rest of 2019 to work at achieving your goals. And know that God will not leave you. He will not forsake you. He does answer prayers, and he leads us where he needs us to go. This has been Dr. TAS Live at 9, Dr. TAS Coaching Moments. Please like, share, tag this video. Please like, share, tag this video. Remember that you are not alone. Understand that when you are overcome with emotions, even Jesus wept. but sin not. Because I don't know what may be driving your emotions right now, but sin not. Make it a great Monday. Until next time, bye now.